Hey guys, in today's video topic, we're going to be talking about just the modern landscape of online dating with being an average man such as myself. One of my most recent experiences, I had just gotten off the phone. I thought I was built for this online dating thing, but I'm really not. Like a lot of you, I think a lot of people could relate is that online dating fucking sucks, dude. You match with these people, and luckily I'm at a point where I can meet a I don't know, bare minimum looks threshold to actually get matches. But does anything ever come of those matches? No, nothing of substance ever comes from those. And people's experiences might be different with them, but mine are just terrible, bro. Like the failure rate with them. Like all these chicks that I match with, we have zero chemistry. We can't communicate, just on completely two separate planets. And I just got off the phone with one of them. I was supposed to have a date with them coming up in 2 days, and she wanted to meet me over the phone, which by all means, yeah, that's completely fine by me. I'm more than open to doing that. So I did it. And it was the most awkward, just staring at each other thing ever. Zero communication. Like, I won't lie, I didn't put my best effort into it because I was already kind of weary of the chick and the stuff that she has in her profile. And it really just kind of like set a bad precedent. But this is really just how everything is nowadays. All the people that you match with, either they don't even want to go on a date with you, first of all, or they're just there to waste your time. And some people that you don't click with at all. Like, they just nothing. And the thing that really hurts me the most about this is the one time I actually did go on a full-fledged date. It was nothing compared to this. It was through it was completely organic too. I had met this chick at the bar. I'd spoken about it before in one of my last videos, but this chick, she's 32, and I met her at the bar. And dude, honestly, the best dates I've ever had. Honestly, I regret going on a date with her for the sole fact that she set such a good precedent of what a first date should be like, that nothing else that I've gone and tried to attempt has ever like recreate that almost like tangible lightning in a bottle effect that first date had on me. And it's really just kind of degraded me to a point where I'm like, man, I completely given up on online dating. That's just nothing ever good's coming out of that, or no good use of my time is coming out of that. I've tried the geomaxing and OkCupid, going on different setting my locations to different countries, and matching with these chicks. And just because I'm average looking white guy, of course I get a lot of Asian matches, but the conversations, they never go anywhere. It really just the most it's ever gone to was like a friendship, and they're cool people. It's just nothing compares to the actual in-person chemistry. You're there, you can banter with them, and that's really just what that 33, or she's going to be 33-year-old, had that effect on me. It's just, I had nothing compares. Nothing is or will ever be as good as that first date that I had. No main point in this, it's more of just me venting. But there's no place for me to organically meet people of similar interests. I would love to meet someone of my age that I have similar interests with, that I get along with, but nobody within my age bracket wants to do anything or have anything serious, it seems like. I mean, you could always say, well, the answer really, it boils down to, unfortunately, it boils down to cold approaching. I need to get out and just try my luck at that. I can't give up without having tried it. I've done it in the past, and it's a hit or miss with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But that's really the only option I have. Like, most people, they meet their significant other through shared events, like going through college or working a job. Well, none of those are applicable to me, man. It's like I didn't go to college. I mean, I guess it's not too late for me to go to college, but it's just to go there to meet women of my age, and then the odds of them probably even getting with me are significantly lower because I'm no frame mogger. But on the other side of the coin, work. I've done a lot of work as a security guard, and I don't know about you guys, but being a security guard fucking sucks for meeting people because, well, with security guards, it's everyone's so much older than me in that industry, and I've never really can say, except for maybe one time, that I've ever worked with someone that's my age. And the one time that I did work with someone that my age, I got along great. I got along with and it was what, 22-year-old dude. We got along just fine, man. Like, our personalities meshed and everything. But there's no chicks are working in, or no women are working in security that are my age. Everyone is just super old in that industry. Now I could just get like a fast food job, but that's just meeting. Oh, just work at McDonald's, man, to meet women, bro. Like, no, I can't, dude. Or I could, but it's just, is it worth it at all? I really don't think so. So you have college, and then you have workplaces. Both of those, I could do if I'm like really dead set on doing this, but it's just like, it just doesn't feel natural anymore. Now my only option that did work for me, like I said, was the bar, but that's not, yeah, it's not really sustainable, like long term, of how to meet people that you want to potentially have a relationship with. Now you'll have like some boomer advice of, oh, just go to church, man. Church doesn't have anything for me. I don't have anything to give church. I'm not into all that stuff, so why would I go there to just LARP to try and get with one of the women? It makes no sense. It's not ideal for me. Now with the bar, it's just hit or miss, really, because you could strike out. Like, I think with the she's gonna be 33, but with her, for that example, I think that was honestly like a 1 in a million chance of that ever happening. So I really can't consider that, ever happening again. Like, it could, but the odds of it are so low with how people are nowadays. No one wants to, get to know each other or nothing like that. No one wants to do anything serious. And, to that point, bars are definitely not the place to do that, to meet people for relationships. My only other option really is, honestly, the hobbies that I do have are going to conventions and stuff to cosplay. So I always try my best to meet people out there and do a little cold approach too. But obviously no one fucking wants a chud or nothing like this. Or well, to be honest, I had a con come up, and cold approaching is just such a weird thing. Especially, it's so unnatural. It really shouldn't. Or biologically, I think that's the reason why is it feels so unnatural, and you don't want to do it at all because it isn't natural. You don't just go up to some random person you don't know. But yeah, at the same token, a stranger is just someone you haven't met yet. So at end of the day, man, it's really just comes down to one, I need to stop being a bitch and just go approach women. Unfortunately, some people disagree with it, or some people have different opinions about it, where it's like they rather not play the game at all because it's like, oh, dude, the first 1,000 rejections were just a warm up, bro. And honestly, I see their point. Like, I don't want to do that either, but I really don't have any other choice. It's either sit in the sidelines and just goon in the fucking corner and not do anything, or I could make a fool of myself, which I always do, man. So that's really no bother to me. Make a fool of myself and at least give it an attempt to say that I tried my best. I gave my best shot at it, and if it still doesn't work, I guess I just have to accept that it's just not for me. It's just like what Savvy guy said. I always remember his quote where it's like, if you ain't never been a ladies' man, you ain't never gonna be a ladies' man. Something along those lines. But it's like, kind of shows you, to explain his quote a little bit, it's like, man, if I never grew up getting chicks and getting girls and all that, being like very suave and everything, even though I can be at times, it's just like, it just isn't me, man. It just isn't me. I'm not built for this. I'm not built for the online dating scene. So honestly, this is my really just my call to action to myself, so I can watch this over and be like, oh yeah, did I ever accomplish this goal of mine? Probably not, but I still put it out there so I can remind myself of what I should be trying to do if I want to accomplish this goal. So I definitely do need to cold approach a lot more, even though it's every like fiber in my being is telling me not to. Still got to shoot your shot, man. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So just get out there, cold approach, make a fool of yourself. At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter that much, as long as your approach isn't that horrible, or you're that chopped, or you get the police called on you. As long as it's like neutral, like you're the average looking guy that no one else would like give a second glance to. I think it's fine, man. Just shoot your shot. Look at me giving out advice that I don't follow, but I'll try to.